I would definitely recommend exchange, definitely. It's the best thing in the world. Yeah, once you're overseas, you know, it'll be so good and you'll want to make it a year, and it's so true. I would never have wanted to come back halfway through the year. I went to Spain without speaking a word of Spanish, and it was so frustrating because you want to say things and you just can't, and you want to understand people but you just don't. But eventually you understand more and more, and by the end of it you can speak pretty well. It's not that scary to be overseas, and once you make friends it becomes really easy to learn the language. I definitely recommend going to a country to learn a language. It's not as formal as you think it's going to be. It's just like a normal life, except everyone speaks Spanish. And they have this amazing history. School was completely relaxed. I didn't ever get expected to do assignments or exams, which I thought was pretty cool because I took Year 12 really seriously. I actually looked on Google Earth as to where I was going, and I sat there and cried because I realised that I was leaving Australia to go to this tiny little industrial looking village in the middle of nowhere. I wasn't very happy at the beginning, and then when I changed families, like my entire experience of that town changed completely. I love it. Like I wouldn't want to go anywhere else in Spain, ever. I think it's the coolest little town, and the people are so nice. You know, you're taken out of your comfort zone. I didn't even know how to speak the language, so I couldn't even deal with the bad stuff that was going to happen. But in the end, it was worth the bad stuff to get to the good stuff. If I hadn't gone to that small town and lived in a family that I didn't get along with, I would never have had the exchange experience that I had. There's not much that anyone else can do for you. You really have to make the change yourself. You know, you can get through any problem that you're faced with, and you don't need your parents to sit on the end of a telephone line because that won't help. So it's really bizarre to think of how lucky it was that I had that bad experience at the beginning to have such a fantastic exchange.